So today I'm going to be doing another Yachtmaster bezel polishing video. I know the last one I was just showing the results, but I had a couple comments saying they'd like to see the whole process. So here is the bezel. You can see it's got a lot of scratches on the high polish numbers and indexes, and the sandblasted powder finish on the insert is all scratched up. So today that's what we're doing. I'm gonna refinish this bezel to the factory finish. So the first thing we do is we need to protect the scalloped outer ring of the bezel before we sandblast it, because a sandblaster can be pretty aggressive. And we do that with this jig here. Just like that. Thing's actually pretty tight, so just like that. So now the bezel is protected and only the numbers in the sandblasted area are exposed. It's okay that the numbers get sandblasted because they need to be a little bit more even and they'll be polished after the relief is sandblasted. So off to the sandblaster. So here's a sandblaster. And what we're gonna do is turn the air compressor on. So now that the sandblaster's on, or the air compressor is fully compressed, we fill this little cup with the silicone sand. Then we place it into the sandblaster. Now once it's in there, we have this we have the little nozzle, and the bottom part of the nozzle dips into the cup there. And as the air from the sandblaster shoots out of this top one, it sucks up air through the bottom, which pulls up the sand, and you're able to rotate the bezel here and give it that powdered sandblasted finish. So close it up, lock it, and then I'll be holding the bezel with this glove here and doing all the work. I don't know how great of an angle you're gonna see, but it is what it is, and next time you see this bezel, it will be fully sandblasted. Put the bezel in here. Close up the little door. Get a good hold of the bezel. And start spraying. The trick is when you're spraying the bezel, it needs to be a particular distance away from the nozzle to be able to get the right finish. did, I found this collet, fits the bezel, and this is a type of handheld tail stock that you use on the lapping machine here in order to find the correct angle. Now to do that, You have to experiment a little bit. Place it up against the disc. Have the bezel on it, and you give it a little strike. And as you can see here, it will polish up nice, but the angle's a little off. So I'll get that angle right and then continue with the polishing. This takes a little bit more time, so check back later. So after several attempts, you can see that we're getting a full polish on all the numbers. We'll still need to do a higher polish after we get the preliminary scratches out. Now you don't want to go too heavy because you only get a few tries at this. You don't want to over polish, but here it is. So there we go, we're getting a lot of those scratches out, but I'm ready for the high polish wheel. This is the higher polish wheel. It's a disc with a fine cotton paper on it and some fine polishing paste. Now it's pretty sticky in here, so I'm gonna have to do a little maintenance, get it back on there, just lube it up, clean all the parts on the machine. So now that the wheel is locked on and we have the angle correct, we just do the high polish like we did before. Now as you spin the drawbar on the tailstock, it'll turn the disc. Nice finish. There we go. We're getting a nice mirror finish. And the sandblasting's nice and clean. There's still some rouge getting embedded, some of the polishing compounds getting embedded in the numbers. But after we're finished with this, mirror finish here. We're going to do the mirror finish on the edge of the bezel. Right now we're just doing the insert mirror finish on the numbers. Then we'll adjust the angle for the bezel ring. And then we'll clean it and it'll be done. But I just got to do a couple more turns here. And that's as good as it needs to be. You can even turn it the other way. Just to make sure it's nice and even. So we're looking good. Nice mirror finish on the triangle and the numbers. Now I'll adjust for the bezel. It's a little higher angle on the bezel. Right, you want to turn it. That's much better. Okay, great. As you can see, we got the high polish on the edge of the bezel, high polish on the numbers, and a nice sandblasted relief. Now I'm not even going to do this under, or this edge. I'm actually going to do also, and that'll just be on the regular lathe by hand. So there we go. We got our mirror finish on the numbers, mirror finish on the edges, sandblasted sides, and line finish on the outer edge. give a nice contrast when you grip it and need to rotate the bezel on your watch. Now we just pop the bezel off, put it in the ultrasonic machine, and see what we got finally. But it's looking pretty good. Probably sit in the ultrasonic machine for, I don't know, it only needs like 15 minutes to half an hour while I grab some gaskets and prep the movement for casing. And I'll show you what the whole watch looks like a little bit later, but that's it for the bezel. We'll see the final results soon. All right, so this is the finished results after the ultrasonic machine. We got sandblasted relief, high polished numbers and indexes, high polished bezel ring, and lined finish on this side. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. You can like and subscribe, which would be much appreciated. And yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching, and I will show you the final results for the casing. Great. Everyone have a good day, and keep it radical. Times radical.